Hi guys, this episode is all about the hashtag Friday Sews. Before I do anything, let me just take this down real quick. Maybe all of it's kind of nicer. Okay, we'll deal with that later. In today's episode, I'm going to review this pattern. And yes, I am going to try it on so you can see how it fits. And I'm also going to talk about my favorite fabric shops and show you some new fabrics that I got in the mail. And then I'll also share with you 2 other patterns that I'm going to get started on to make. They're shirts, and so stick around. So here's the shirt. This is how it turned out. You can't really see it very good right here, but see, that shows you a better way of how it fits. And just some little details about it. I made it with a rayon fabric that I got from Joann's, and I serged the insides of it so it looks really nice and professional. And then for the closure in the back, I just attached a button, and this is actually a hair tie. I kind of made the loop too big, but it actually works perfectly on there. I just sewed the button over more, and so that's what the back looks like. These rubber bands, which again, the loop is way too big, but it's elastic, and I just buy these from All Dollar, and they are so useful. This is what I use to make my masks, and then look, I also use it to make Barbie waistbands, but look how simple that is. Then it has these pockets in the front, and let me just go try it on for you, because you can't even really, it just looks like a pile of fabric right here. Okay, so here it is, and I don't know if it's too big. This is a size large, and obviously I should have done the medium. This is after I washed the fabric. I put it in the dryer for a little bit because I thought, ooh, it's probably gonna shrink too much. But I don't know if it makes me look frumpy. So I think I'm gonna mess with it a little bit. Okay, so now I don't know if you can tell, but I ended up taking it in 1 inch on each side, from the sleeve down to here. And I think that kind of made a little bit of a difference. Although, I don't know. Here's some examples of me with the shirt in action. Okay, some other things about the pattern. It's the 8856 is before I made this, I went on to patternreview.com, and they have, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but you can punch in anything, simplicity 8856, and people will do reviews on it and they'll give tips. And so one of the tips is they said, like, this gathering part, she didn't use anywhere near the amount that the pattern showed for. So I took off 2 inches off the fold, which ends up being 4 inches. Right away I did that. Yeah, I can't find the pattern envelope. At this point, I'm convinced that people are coming in and taking my sewing notions. I can't find anything. I can't even think about it because it makes me discouraged. So would I make this one again? Probably not. It was just way too many pieces for me. I think it's like 5 pieces. Way too much, and it took a long time for me. I also did not have fun sewing with rayon. I do have a serger, so that made it easy, but it just would like slip and slide, and yeah, I don't really like rayons. But I'm going to show you another pattern that I'm gonna make that I'm excited about that is super easy. Oh, but first let me show you the fabrics that I got. Okay, so like I said, I don't really like sewing with rayon, so I really like sewing with cottons. And I did get a shipment from Fat Stack Fabrics on Etsy. They also have a website. I'll put it down there. See, there it is. But look at this one. Look how bold that is. This is a Ruby Star Society, and it's a kind of a bold print. So the pattern that I'm going to use to go with this is super easy. If I can find it, I better not lose it. Okay, it's Simplicity 8336. It's 2 pieces. the sleeve, I love how it's cut over here, so you don't need to sew on a separate sleeve. So just two pieces, the front and the back. How easy is that? And so that is what I'm going to make with this one. And then I also got this turquoise and pink one. So I'm probably going to make one for my daughter. I also make surgical caps because I have an Etsy shop. And so these would be so cute. I think the nurses and doctors and vet techs, you know, they're going to love this fabric. And then I got this art gallery print. This is called Kismet by Sharon Holland. And this one is going to be a shirt for me. And let me grab the pattern. This pattern is also super easy. McCall's 7809. And this one is just 3 pieces. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of a sleeve. So it's going to be, you know, a little bit more, but just front, back, and the ruffle. And I think this will be so cute for the ruffles. So I'm excited to show you this. Hopefully I can get one of these done by next Friday. Okay, so another favorite fabric shop that I love is called Sojo Fabrics, and she's local here in Layton, Utah. And she's on Etsy, and she has free shipping over $35 and lots of fabrics to choose from. One thing that I love about designer fabrics is the way that they wash. So as soon as I get them in the mail, I throw them in the washer. And so these have already been washed and dry, but you can't even tell. They don't fade at all. Like, look how crisp that is. That is why I choose these types of fabrics when I make my surgical caps, because people are going to be washing those types of things over and over and over. Same with clothing, and you really want it to wash. And there's no like pilling of the fabric. So it's just really beautiful fabric to use. Okay, so that is all that I have for today for Friday Sews. It's like really a fun event. So now you can just even put in the search bar, you know, hashtag Friday Sews, and you can see all the other people that are participating. And I want to thank Jenny again for helping to get this started. So thank you. And until next time, happy sewing.